Hello everyone, we're watching scary animations now. You can see I got my ears pierced. Make sure to like and subscribe. Watch scary animations. Bye bye. Ooh, true home. Whatever, I can't read
I'm
stories.
20 years old, and over the past year, I've been collecting from the figures to the mask to even
But
the
we don't
life
care.
size. I won't say this story was terrifying or anything, but to me, it basically saved me. I'll try and make it simple. I'm a big Michael Myers fan, and last October I bought a life-size figure of him. Oh, and a Chucky doll too. And not just one of the cheap ones, the replica-looking ones. Some may call me crazy, but what's not to love about horror, right? I keep everything stored away at the moment, apart from the life-size Michael, which he stands around 6 foot. He's not a cheap-looking guy either. He looks like the real deal. The replica mask, real coveralls with blood, and even a knife, too. He stands in my room right next to my bed. And even though it used to creep me out seeing a dark black figure in my room, I eventually got used to it. Like to the point where I actually felt comfortable around it. I don't move him anywhere else though, as nobody in the house really liked it. Anyway, now that that's all out of the way, here's the thing that happened. So last year when I received him, I was home alone watching films downstairs when I then heard a thud upstairs. I froze, as I didn't really know what to think. I slowly got up and went up to my room, and then instantly heard the thuds from the downstairs door. I had absolutely no clue what the hell was going on because I was the only one there. I quietly sat in the dark as I didn't keep the lights on, and I listened. I heard what sounded like men talking, and then I realized somebody came in, and then I didn't lock the door. The TV was also left on, so they had to have known I was there. Anyways, though, there I was sitting face to face with the Michael figure in the dark. I heard the footsteps coming up the stairs to my room while I sat in the corner with my head spinning. I felt like I wanted to pass out. I even started to sweat a little. My door then opened, and there I seen a hooded figure walk in and head straight towards me. He had something in his hand, something sharp, like a pocket knife. I was leaning against the cold wall more and more, wanting to grab something, until out of nowhere, Michael's arm then started moving. Bear in mind, it was still dark, so this guy had no clue that Michael was behind him until he heard him move. I also want to add that it wasn't an electrical noise. It was the material of the arm rubbing together. The man then turned around and instantly yelled. And I mean, I've never seen a man run so fast in his life. The man then started yelling, "Go! Get the hell out of here!" to some other guy that was in a van outside. I stood up and watched them as they drove off. I then noticed a crack in my window. Obviously, these freaks were throwing rocks in my window, possibly to distract me, but I didn't care about that. I turned around and just stared at Michael because I really had no clue that he could even move. I started investigating and then realized he was an animatronic the entire time. But I was thinking he moved just at that exact moment and basically saved my life that night. I can even laugh about it now because of how scared the guy was. I got my window repaired and did mention to the police that I had a break-in, but there was really nothing they could do about it. But it was still reported just in case they tried anywhere else. Luckily, nothing was taken, as there was really nothing valuable downstairs. Obviously, this Michael Myers looks like a real person, and anyone that looks at it, especially in the dark, gets the creeps by it. I know it sounds insane and maybe even funny, but this incident really happened, and I'm so damn thankful that I have him in my room. I never even once thought it would save my life like this, especially if he never moved. I always wonder how he moved anyway. I mean, it happened all by itself. Was it some kind of coincidence? I'll never know. But thank you, Michael. God only knows what that guy would have done to me if you weren't here.
So, that was Cover Bear. Like Michael Myers raised that knife up above her to kill her too. If I was Michael
Which type of
Myers,
baldness do you
they
suffer
would've
from?
just
If you are suffering from any of these types of baldness, the reason could be because of the shampoo.
just walk over to him. Kill him.
The hair on my neck stood up, and I got the eerie feeling that someone was watching me. I glanced over my shoulder but didn't see anyone suspicious. Perhaps I was being paranoid. I sighed and I continued my walk home. I got into the elevator of my apartment building. I stayed on the 4th floor. Just before the elevator doors closed, a hand stuck out between them and a man got in. He wore a black polo shirt and black jeans, and a part of me thought he probably wanted to spy on someone because spies always dress like that in movies. He didn't look at me till the elevator reached my floor. When the doors opened, his head suddenly snapped to me and I hurried out, unnerved. I got to my apartment and soon forgot my encounter with the creepy spy. I fired up my laptop and started working. I worked as a freelancer, and that was what had been paying the bills. I wrote essays for college students too lazy or incompetent to do so, and it was funny how many of them were willing to pay a lot. At this rate, I'd soon be able to afford a place of my own. The next day, I went to the